Hi. First, I'd like to introduce my audience, Sean. I'm Shawna Nolan, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how I learned to be positive about things because things that you think will be negative turn out to be good in more than one way. When I was 12 years old, I received my first camera for my birthday, and that introduced me to now what I call my favorite thing to do, photography. Throughout high school, I was known as the picture queen. I was always taking pictures. My senior year, the yearbook teacher decided they would do something new because of problems with the yearbook the year before. She decided to have someone as a designated photographer and edit for the year's yearbook. Now, she just had to find who. I didn't want to be bothered with the yearbook because I saw how much extra work was put into the class, not to mention the stress and drama. I was always an independent person and had a hard time working on things with multiple people if I was not in charge. For these reasons, I never got involved with the yearbook class in the past. My best friend had been in yearbook since ninth grade, and she mentioned me to the yearbook teacher and showed her some of my work, knowing I didn't want to do it. The yearbook teacher later that day came to my class and pulled me out into the hall. She told me that she had gone to guidance and changed my schedule, so I was now in yearbook. She told me that they really needed me to be in charge of all the pictures that went into the yearbook the following year. Being that this was the last week of my junior year, I had little time to change my mind and get out of the class before the following school year. I huffed and puffed about how I didn't want to do it and how stressful it would be. I would have rather had more free time to do things on my own. My graphic design teacher told me I would be perfect and that I better do it. She has always and still does tell me I need to use my talent and that this would be a perfect opportunity to do so and learn so many new things. I reluctantly agreed to the position as photography editor. As my senior year began, we were busy at work on the yearbook each and every day. I began to enjoy my role as photography editor. Everyone in the class understood why things were different that year and were all excited to make the best book Pinelands had ever seen. Even after all the stress and time put into it, I am so grateful that the yearbook teacher didn't give me an option to say no. I learned so many new things that year and furthered my skills, not to mention it was a huge part of my senior year. The yearbook class, especially the editors that were always my good friends, created a tight bond that couldn't be broken. Even to this day, 2 years later, all 20 of us stay in touch from time to time, and the younger students still ask us to come in and visit and give us our opinion on the books. When the yearbook came out, we got nothing but compliments on the improvements from the year before. That right there made it all worth it. From this experience, I learned so many things, and I am so grateful that the yearbook teacher recognized my abilities and forced me into an opportunity I would never forget. As well as learning to give things you may not want to do a try, I also learned how to work better with people and improve my skills in Photoshop and photography. And that's my life lesson, and I'd like to say thank you to my audience. Sean?